If I tell you that a woman had already told the police, "I am scared, this man can kill me," and just a few days later her own home turned into a deadly trap for her, then you probably won't be able to stop yourself from listening to this story till the end, because this is not a film or imagination. This is a completely real and recent story from America, and today I am telling this story as a woman, because the pain in this story belongs to a woman, and the warning is also for women. This story begins in a quiet area of San Diego, California, where nights are usually peaceful and people feel safe inside their homes. But that night, suddenly a terrifying sound echoed when a truck drove straight into a house, and within seconds, flames lit up the entire street. Inside that burning house was a 61-year-old woman named Monica Coates, and this was not an accident. Monica was a simple, calm woman who just wanted to live her life in peace. But for some time, there was one thing in her life that was slowly breaking her from inside, and that was fear. Fear coming from her own husband, a fear so deep that Monica went to court and took a temporary restraining order against her husband, Stephen Coates, meaning she had clearly told the system that her life was in danger. And this is what makes this story even more painful, because Monica did not stay silent. She asked for help. She gave a signal. According to police records, the relationship between Monica and Stephen had become extremely toxic. Arguments, emotional instability, and threats were increasing. And domestic violence experts say that when a woman tries to leave a relationship or seeks legal protection, that is the most dangerous time, and the same thing happened in this case. That night, when Monica was inside her home, according to police, Stephen took his truck and deliberately drove it toward Monica's house. This was not a mistake. This was not a loss of control. The truck hit the house with full force. Walls were destroyed. And after that, a fire started inside the house. Neighbors heard screaming. Some saw flames. Some immediately called 911. Firefighters and police arrived quickly, but the fire had already spread too much, and when firefighters went inside the house, what they saw was enough to shake any human being. Monica was not alive. She could not escape the fire. At first, people thought it was a terrible accident, but as the investigation moved forward, everything became clear. The angle of the truck's impact did not look like a normal accident. The fire pattern did not appear natural, and there was already a record of threats and a restraining order against Stephen. All the evidence pointed to only one thing, that this was a deliberately committed crime, which is why Stephen Coates was arrested and charged with serious crimes like first-degree murder and arson. The most painful part of this story is that Monica had already said, "I am scared." She trusted the system, but the system could not save her in time. Monica is no longer alive today, but her story is not just America's story. It is the story of every woman who lives in fear, who gives warnings but is taken lightly. And this story reminds us that sometimes the most dangerous place is the home, and sometimes the most dangerous man is the one we call our own. If you think it is important to bring such real and serious stories to people, if you want women's voices not to be silenced, then subscribe to the channel, because every story is not just a story. Sometimes it is a warning.